Okay, Tauruses, you guys are my last 12-12 reading. I tried to go in order of like how many likes and comments and stuff people were giving me. So you guys were my least liked for the beginning of December. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share my channel, all right? So I'm doing the energy that happened from the Gemini full moon and seeing what's going on with you guys and what some of this future energy is about, all right, Taurus? So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and second house placements. What's going on with my Taurians? Tauruses. Sometimes the cards on the bottom speak to you, so if they do, then that's cool. I don't always catch them, but I just thought I'd say that. All right. We've got compromise. I'm getting this for a lot of people. Devotion, vibrations, barrier, fear. I got that for Leo just now. Offer, and recognition, okay? I also got a Leo offer, so maybe you guys are dealing with a Leo, but I feel like this full moon, this Gemini full moon brought up a lot of potential new beginnings, okay? So we've got offer. I've got that there's some fear around this offer, and there's also a barrier, and the barrier could be the fear, okay? So someone might be offering you something very enticing, but you don't necessarily trust it. Or I also feel like the masculine you're dealing with could be in fear, and they see that you're trying to offer your love, but there's some kind of barrier, and that's fear. All right, so with this devotion, I feel like this could be about like a devotion to, you know, a person, but also to yourself, and taking some like devotional time to really set your intentions and get your vibrations right, okay? I do feel like there is a recognition here though with this soulmate, and I had soulmate on the bottom when I was telling you guys to look at the bottom card. So I feel like someone does recognize you as something special, and it could have been some kind of revelation that happened during the full moon, okay? But let's see what this compromise is about, right? So let me just get one more card about what the compromise is about. Understanding, okay? So I feel like compromise is kind of trying to understand the other person's experience and point of view and why everything had to happen the way it did. And it's also about like acceptance of things that happen that maybe weren't ideal, but understanding it all happened for more light and illumination around the situation and just like your own soul journey. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the wisdom of the house of the night. And I'm going to pull 5 cards from here, and then I'm going to pull 5 tarot over these cards and see what clarity I could get. I've been getting some crazy messages the last couple of days. I don't know what's in the air. We're approaching Capricorn season, but we're not quite there yet. So we've got 5 here. And then we're going to pull 5 tarot. Mystical cats. Wow, I'm gonna take that. Seemed significant, just that one. I am also offering private readings. If you guys want to email me, my email is in the main description of my bio and stuff. Okay. Okay. All right. So I've got deceit with 6 of cups. Okay. So I feel like in the past there was some sort of deception. That's also a soulmate. So you feel like someone deceived you. Okay. And it could be someone from your past that's coming back. It could just been of someone like from your childhood, or someone that you feel like you had a really strong soulful connection with. I feel like in some way they deceived you. They also could have deceived themselves, but I feel like this was a huge betrayal because it's someone that you felt was very close to your heart, and that was almost like a kindred spirit, okay? So let's see what else we got around that. And that could be why you have fear with the offer, because they might be offering like a reconciliation, and you might feel like you don't trust them. We've got High Priestess of Water and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of like sadness and hurt. This is like abandonment. So I feel like this person's abandonment of you forced you to really become like your ultimate high priestess self. Even though this is of water, you could have water in your chart, but you became very intuitive. You became very emotionally like evolved, and this like heartache and this being left out in the cold really forced you to like rely on yourself and your intuition and really like learn like deciphering whether to trust people or not. And it really could have sent you on this like spiritual journey where you really had to delve deep into your emotions and find out, you know, what was like why everything was so triggering. And I feel like it was just a huge like emotional upheaval for you. Okay, got Four of Pentacles and High Priestess of Earth. This is you guys, okay? So this is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but I feel like you've really harnessed your like practical and your emotional like High Priestess selves here. You've become really intuitive, and with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like you hold on really tight to your title as this High Priestess of Earth. You are very protective of, you know, like this intuition and almost like this guard that you have up with people, okay? So I feel like that's why there's a lot of fear with this offer, because you've had to really rely on yourself and you've become quite guarded and like learning about that deceit and that betrayal and everything like that. So we've got Two of Wands and the Moon. I feel like with this, you guys are at like this fork in the road where you have to make a decision about which way to go. And I feel like that Gemini full moon could have triggered that, like, that energy where it's time to make a decision, okay? And I feel like underneath the surface of this decision, there's a lot of, like, unconscious, like, belief systems. There's a lot of fears. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of things that have happened. So I feel like in order for you guys to make a decision, the best thing is for you guys to maybe release some of all this, like, heavy energy and try to, like, be more focused on the light, the possibilities. You know, even though you were deceived in the past and it forced you to go on this really painful journey, know that that doesn't always happen. That like could have been just what it needed to happen at that time, but you could also end up having a really light-filled situation, okay? So not everything is going to be a major soul lesson. I mean, obviously most things are, but there is going to be a time for when things start to lighten up, when you've learned your lesson and you're ready to move forward and like let go of all that like heavy moon underlying energy. And that's so cool because I got vision with the Ace of Swords, which are so synchronistic, which is like having a clear vision. I love it. All right, so you're gonna get that clear vision. I feel like maybe facing your fears, that the moon is all about fears, okay? Realizing they're just fears, like your mindset dictates a lot of what ends up happening for you. So I feel like you're gonna get clarity with this Ace of Swords and the vision. You're gonna have a clear vision eventually. That's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna pull from the Whispering Woods and get some more oracle messages here. When the rain washes you clear, you'll know is the Stevie Nicks song that just popped in my head. And oh my God, you guys, I said that before I even looked at this, clearing. Wow, when the rain washes you clear, you'll know. It just came to my head because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I always do lyrics. So there's like a time and a season for pain and learning and growth, but there's also a time for like the rainbow. And it's cheesy as it sounds, but it's like make room for growth. Things finally clear. I love it. Forbearance. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses and learn. You guys, don't be deterred by the fact that at one point you had to learn a lot, okay? And now you're like, oh, well, everything's going to be this painful learning lesson. I don't feel like it's going to be. But don't prevent yourself from the happy and joyous and like rainbow after the rain, okay? So I'm going to pull some from the signs from Spirit. Let's see what other messages I got for you guys here. Some positive messages, signs from Spirit regarding all this past hurt and this clearing, okay? I love this message though, Taurus. I'm really loving it. Pink. Love, caring, compassion, bones, indestructible. Oh my God. Tidal wave, disturbance, feathers, protection. Oh my God, you guys. The message here is so strong, okay? So even though you guys have this major emotional disturbance, you're indestructible no matter what happens. And honestly, Taurus is the strongest. Like, I'm not biased. Like, I don't even have that many Tauruses in my life, but you guys are indestructible. You are the sturdy bull of the zodiac, okay? So no matter what emotional tidal wave is all about emotions and pain happened, you're indestructible. And know that you are surrounded by protection and love from the universe, even if it felt like the universe turned its back on you. And if you're seeing feathers, that's even more confirmation. You don't necessarily have to be, but feathers, roses, know that you're being protected and you're loved even amidst like your darkest times, okay? This is such a beautiful message. So I didn't talk much about love, but I did say there was an offer. So I want to see what is coming to you, or what this person from their higher self wants to express to you regarding their feelings, okay? Because I feel like you were left out in the cold and you did trust someone and they deceived you. So what do they want to say to Taurus? I'm still haunted by my actions. Guys, I can't give up on my responsibilities now. You're all I've ever wanted. I always think of that Christina Aguilera song, I Hurt Myself by Hurting You, but they really messed themselves up by what they did to you, okay? So they are haunted now. You were haunted and now they're haunted. And they're not going to necessarily come forward because they're very focused on just what they have to do. But know that, like, they gave up on the person that they wanted and they deceived you, this person from your past. And that's what they might be coming forward to say. So haunted, that's all, you know, you were haunted and now they're haunted. So, but you're indestructible, Taurus. And don't let the barrier of fear prevent you from having an open heart. I feel like that's what this pink is all about. Open your heart again, okay? I love your message, Taurus. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.